Well, a majestic traveler from the Arctic is visiting the Madison area and generating quite a buzz on social media.
You've probably seen pictures of this. It's been all over the place. A female snowy owl has been camping out by the SSM Health Clinic and the high school in New Glarus. Stan Temple is a UW-Madison professor emeritus in conservation. He is our resident bird expert. So we had to call Stan and ask him to come in to talk about this. Hi, nice to see you.
Good to be
Belated Happy New Year.
Yes, I do.
So what's causing all of this excitement? Is this a rare visit from a snowy owl?
Well, snowy owls are wanderers. They wander around the high Arctic and the far, far north above tree line. And sometimes during the winter, some of the birds wander south. And we've got one of those wanderers holed up in New Glarus for a while.
Yeah, she's going back and forth between the SSM Health Clinic and the high school. If you want to drive right along Highway 69 there, if you want to drive out and see her. How do we know it's a female?
Females are darker. The males are almost pure white and they're much smaller.
Oh, interesting.
The female's almost twice the size of a male.
What are some other key differences? You know, we kind of think of owls being, oh, there she is, just perched, having a nice day. We kind of think of owls as always being nocturnal, but these are a little different.
Well, you have to imagine they live in the high Arctic where for 6 months of the year they've got 24 hours of light.
Yeah.
The other 6 months of the year they've got 24 hours of darkness. So they have to be adaptable to be able to hunt during the day and at night.
Is that called diurnal?
Well, the diurnal means during the daytime, nocturnal meaning at night.
There we go.
Yeah.
Word of the day.
Yeah, that is your word of the day. They're so beautiful. I mean, I can see why it's causing so much excitement when you get an opportunity to see her. How long do you think we'll have an opportunity to do that? Is she on her way somewhere, or will she stay for a while?
Well, given that we're in the middle of winter, she's probably going to stay for a while. She's obviously found a place where there are lots of mice to feed on, so no reason to wander any further.
She's visiting Wisconsin, has a buffet.
Buffet of mice, but yeah, in the Arctic they feed on lemmings, small rodent, and those lemmings, local populations of lemmings, cycle up and down every 4 years. So if you're a snowy owl in a lemming high year, you can pump out lots of baby owls.
Yeah.
And sure as heck, you know, the lemmings are going to crash.
Oh, yeah.
And the food goes away. And mom and dad have to move out somewhere in the Arctic to find a new place to live. And the young birds wander, and it's quite often the young birds that wander this far south in search of food, basically.
Interesting. If you want to take a picture of her, do you want to make sure you keep your distance? Are they easily spooked?
It's tempting to get close because they are so tame. They're not used to seeing people, obviously, from the high Arctic. But yeah, it would probably be best to keep your distance. Most of the people I notice in the photographs have some pretty long telephoto lenses, so they don't really need to get that close. And it's remarkable how tame they are, that they really aren't that concerned about you. But if you get close, you can spook them and they'll attempt to fly away from you, which is not a good idea.
Yeah.
And then when will she head home?
February, March is usually when they start heading back north.
Okay. Boy, the migration isn't it
fascinating?
It's so fascinating. We could talk about it all day long. Have you had a chance to see her?
I haven't gone to see this bird, but I've seen plenty of them. I did a lot of research in the Arctic and actually did some studies of snowy owls
that's
up
amazing.
in the Arctic of Alaska. But they're magnificent birds, and obviously seeing them in New Glarus is not quite the same as seeing them on the pristine Arctic tundra.
Well, we feel like we're in the Arctic.
But, the New Glarus, you know, lawns are not exactly Arctic tundra, but they provide a food supply, so she's happy.
Well, thank you for being on with us. That made us happy to visit with you.
I'm glad.
Good to see you, Stan.
All right,
Thank you so much.